Hi there, this is Mandy and Rosie again. Rosie has her own website, rosiethebeagle.com. Rosie also has a fan page on Facebook, Rosie the Beagle Dog. Rosie is here to help spread autism awareness and asperger's awareness. I'm a 50-year-old or over 50-year-old mother of a high-functioning autistic, and I am asperger's myself, but I've had a very successful career. And that's what I would like to talk about. I'm particularly referring to a call for plea on November the 19th, 2013 by Jennifer Harder. She says, I'm a Canadian mom of an 18-year-old with high-functioning autism, which is exactly the same situation I am. This past year he graduated from high school and had a part-time job he did well at, but quit because some of the other staff were not nice. So recently he worked in a cafeteria at one of our malls for 3 months but got fired. Wondering how I can help him gain confidence and social skills to hold a job. I do not want him to be dependent on me forever. What can I do to help him when he doesn't want to talk to me or accept my advice or help? I can definitely relate to what Jennifer is talking about. As I said, I have a 28-year-old son. He is a high-functioning autistic. I am Aspie. I have had a successful career. I have 9 designations. I have a doctorate. I've done pretty well for myself. However, I've never been accepted. I move around on average every 3 years. And sooner or later, in the environment, whatever job I'm doing, no matter how well I do the job, there are people issues. They will constantly crop up. I've chosen a different career now. I'm doing a lot of online work, which is more suited to what I am. But here's my message. My message is, if you don't fit in, you do need to move on. And it's not so terrible to keep searching for where you fit in. It's also not so terrible to try to create your own environment in which to fit. I've spent 30 years trying to find out who I am, what I am, where do I fit. I don't fit. Oh well, now I'm going to create an environment where I do fit. So what I would like to say to you, Jennifer, for your son, he's already had a part-time job. He did well at the job, but the staff were not nice. That's an experience that he needs to learn from. Recently he worked in a cafeteria. Well, I think that is tremendously courageous of him. That noise, that clatter, that hubbub, oh, that's very, very brave of your son to have at least tried it. And he got fired. Okay, it's not so terrible. That's 2 jobs that he's had. So he's already able to say, well, I'm not going to fit in on that job. I'm not going to fit on this job. He needs to keep searching, Jennifer. Wondering how I can help him gain the confidence. Tell him it's okay. It's okay to be different. It's okay to be proud of his difference. I'm actually very proud that I'm Aspie. I like to think of myself as belonging to a very special club. Can you hear Rosie snoring? A very special club of special people. You say the confidence and social skills to hold a job. You know what, Jennifer? I said I'm over 50. I still lack the social skills. But what I do not lack is the acceptance that I'm very clumsy socially. I can walk into an auditorium of 1,000 strangers and deliver a business speech. No problem. I struggle to walk into a room of 4 people and have a social conversation. I struggle to do anything to do with social interaction, and a lot of my jobs, a lot of my coaching that I've been doing with people on business cases, business performance, requires that I attend things like Christmas parties, like cocktail parties. It is just hugely stressful for me, that to the extent that in the last 10 years I've had the courage to say, I do not do the Christmas party thing. I do not do the cocktail party thing. I'm terribly sorry, but I struggle at social events. You're here for my skills, not for my social competence. And that seems to have worked pretty well for me. It seems as though people accept it. Even on the volunteer boards that I go to, again, I explain it's not that I do not like being with you, it's just that I am socially extremely inept. It's too stressful for me, so I will not be accepting social engagements. Again, it seems perfectly fine. Nobody seems to worry. So my message to you is social skills to hold a job. Your son needs to accept what he is. He needs to understand where it is most stressful for him and where it is easy for him. If it is stressful for him, he doesn't have to be aggressive, but he can perfectly adequately say, I don't go to Christmas parties. My son, for example, is 28, and he did that last year, and it worked very well for him too. Again, he just did it in a couple of sentences. I wasn't there, so I don't know exactly what he said, but he said he just said it in a short couple of sentences that he won't be able to attend the Christmas party. He didn't make any excuse. He just said that socially he is too awkward to attend. And he left it at that. If somebody had offered, to help him through it, I'm sure he would have gone, but nobody stepped forward, so that's fine. Why put himself through that situation? Then you ask, what can I do to help him? Something about you don't want him to be dependent on you forever. Jennifer, it takes a long time. My son is 28. He still lives with us. This is actually where Rosie and I are right now. This is actually my son's bedroom. But he has taken himself off for 2 years, 900 kilometers away to Vancouver. We live in Prince George. And he's attending college there to be a horticulturist. So, but he's 28. That's the first time he's moved away from home on his own. But his room is here. This is his room. He can come back anytime. He has a base. He can come and stay here anytime. This is his home. So it takes a while. And boys anyway take forever to move out, apparently, just looking around, and observing. Boys are not in a hurry to move out. Why should they? It's cheaper to be at home and somebody else can cook for them, etc. So don't fuss too much that he may be dependent on you. He's only 18 years old. Your son is only 18 or 19 years old. Be patient. Be proud of him. Let him be proud of what he is. Let him experiment. Let him look at different jobs. If he only lasts 3 months in a job, so be it. I've never admitted in a job interview that I'm aspergers. It's never really come up. I've never made a point of admitting it, so I can't advise you on what to do with that, I'm afraid. But I can say from a personal development point of view, know yourself, understand yourself, really thoroughly explore exactly what you are and what you can and cannot do, what is a stressful point, what is not a stressful point, and work around it. Race your strengths, minimize your weaknesses. That's all I can say. So, thank you once again, everybody, for listening. As I said, Rosie has her website, rosiethebeagle.com. She's here to help us with spreading the word about autism and aspergers and help any way she can. I'm here to help with my personal experience, how I've worked around on my strengths, how I've overcome some of the characteristics of being an ASP, and I think I've done it quite successfully. So all I'm doing is sharing my own experiences. I'm not an expert. I am just a person who's been through it and has a high-functioning autistic son. But we're doing good. We're doing really good. So thank you very much for listening, and I hope you join us again in subsequent videos. This is Rosie and Mandy signing out from our bedside chat, and perhaps we will return with a fireside chat. Just depends on the weather. Thank you. Bye.